All right, the latest coming in at this point of time from Haryana, Hisar. We're going to cut across directly to Hisar. The police finally has initiated action against self-styled godman Rampal, have surrounded the ashram. Protests have broken out. Tear gas shells have been hurled inside the ashram. That's the latest that we are getting. In tension quickly escalating. It was for the last 3 days, it was a stare-down strategy between the supporters of Rampal and the local police, and now things have come to a head. I'd directly like to hand it over to Ankit Tyagi, my colleague who's reporting right outside the ashram. Ankit, what are you witnessing?
Well, massive police action has started. In fact, as we speak, tear gas shells are being lobbed towards the ashram, and there is utter chaos all across. In fact, there are a few supporters, those who have been picked up by the police. A few policemen have also been injured. We saw them, the bricks being thrown from the other side. Also, there are sources saying that the police is fearing, firing, weapons being fired from inside the ashram, and that is why they still are not moving inside. As of now, only tear gas shells are being lobbed so that they can somehow make the crowds disperse. Water cannons are also being used, and the police is now making sure that they quickly move in to pick up Rampal. So final action has started, and we are expecting in some time, in an hour or so, we would be able to know what sort of a situation develops on the ground. But as of now, a massive deployment. There are bricks being thrown from the other side, and there are armed supporters, in fact, armed with lathis and others. They still are on the rooftop of the ashram, wielding those. The police is waiting on the sideline, and so far only they are trying to create some sort of a panic inside. Massive deployment of the police right in front of the ashram. They are lobbing tear gas shells. Apart from that, water, continuous force is trying to use the water cannon in front of the ashram. The women and children, those who were in front, they in fact are now going inside. They have hold up on one side of the main ashram gate, and right now, where these supporters were, these women and children hold up, one tear gas shell has just landed. There are many of these supporters of Rampal, those who are on the rooftop. They are trying to, throw bricks at the policemen. There is, as of now, completely the air has been engulfed with tear gas smell. Even the policemen are finding it difficult, but there is, as of now, full, stone pelting match going on between the police and the supporters, and continuous firing of tear gas shells is being heard. In fact, the supporters of Rampal, since yesterday, were preparing for this sort of an action. They have a lot of, they prepared a lot of wet clothes to cover their faces. They are now waiting for the front of the ashram to get clear so that the police forces can move in.
All right, Ankit, we urge you to safeguard your and your crew's safety very quickly. There was a human wall. We're talking about thousands, over 10,000 supporters of the self-styled godman, which have pretty much created this human wall between the police and the self-styled godman. Now, what are we expecting from that? What is the police saying? What kind of force are they using?
Well, about 8,000 to 10,000 policemen have been deployed as far as I can see around. As of now, the main focus is just to make sure that these supporters from the front, they are those who are pushed back. But from the sidelines, there have been a stone pelting match that is going on from both the sides. The police is also throwing back stones. There are the police officers also saying that some shots have been fired, but they are saying that these shots have been fired from inside the ashram. We cannot confirm that as of now, but massive tear gas shelling is happening as of now. I can see that the front, one side of the ashram that was completely loaded with women and children yesterday, all of them have gone inside. They are on one of the main doors that connects the ashram from inside. They are standing in front on the rooftops. There are about 5,000 to 6,000, more than that. In fact, those who are stone pelting towards. So the situation right now.
Ankit, stay with me. Ankit, stay with me. Just stay with me. We are getting in the latest visuals coming in from Hisar right outside. These are grainy visuals that are just emanating pandemonium outside the ashram, Satlok ashram in Hisar. You can see tear gas shelling right now, tear gas shells being lobbed inside the ashram. My colleague Ankit Tyagi has been reporting the very latest. So clearly things have come to a head, and now it looks imminent that Rampal would be arrested. But how it will ensue, the kind of casualties it will take, the police looking at minimizing the casualties in this entire operation, where the collateral damage clearly seems to be women, children and the supporters, and they run into lakhs is what we are being told. Ankit Tyagi is with me at this point of time. Ankit, you know, we can see live visuals. If you can just talk us through them, that human wall that was separating the ashram from the police right now from outside has been vacated. We can see tear gas shells being lobbed. Can you talk us through the latest that you are witnessing?
Well, if the visuals that are coming to you can show in the front of the ashram, right in front where the women and children were, the police has in fact deployed water cannons. Right now what I can see is that the commandos, this Rampal's commando force, they have taken position in front of the ashram. They are hurling stones at the police, and the water cannons that you can see, they in fact have protective gears. They are trying to prevent the police from taking action. We have also seen a few policemen trying to push across the media. They are asking people to clear up the ground. Few ambulances have just gone back. In fact, there have been 5-6 ambulances that have just gone back. The nearest hospital, let me tell you, Preeti, is in Hisar district only, so it's about 20 kilometers from the spot where we are. The police sources clearly say that there has been some shots that have been fired from inside. What sort of a weapon, or were there was there any confusion with that? That is something that we cannot in fact corroborate as of now. But the police they are getting ready to move in on the entire periphery of the ashram. There are thousands of people standing on the rooftop with arms, with sticks and other sharp weapons.
Okay.
They are now saying that they still are ready for confrontation from the front. The women and children have moved back, and the commando force of Rampal has taken over. They are trying to prevent the policemen from entering inside. The police, there was a massive build-up, we have been saying since morning, and now it just seems that the police has decided enough is enough. They are going to move in.
All right, so this is the final chapter, isn't it, of the showdown, Ankit, with what we are witnessing as of now. Pandemonium right now, complete chaos at the Satlok ashram in Hisar. What we are expecting is that in the next hour or so, things will get clearer. But right now, the police laying final siege, breaking that human wall, which was lakhs of supporters. What we do know, thousands of supporters. What we do know, there are over 15,000 people right now inside that ashram, which is over 12 acres, trying to protect the self-styled godman Rampal. Ankit Tyagi is with me at this point of time. Unconfirmed reports right now, which we can tell our viewers, of possible firing from inside the ashram. The police was expecting that earlier. They had stated that on record, that they fear that the supporters, the commando force put together by Rampal for his own security, might be harboring weapons and firearms, and they are saying that they have in fact heard a few shots being fired from inside the premises. Now, in this melee, the collateral damage caught right in the crosshairs is women and children, thousands of them, thousands of supporters not knowing where to go and what to do. I'd like to once again cut across to Ankit Tyagi. Ankit, you know, this kind of an operation involving thousands of policemen surging ahead into this ashram cannot happen without collateral damage. We would be expecting casualties here.
Well, as of now, right in front of me, 2 policemen have been severely injured. They are being moved on the stretchers. The police is taking them outside. There is a constant rain of stones that is being hurled from on top of the ashram. In fact, the supporters, it seems, they had prepared for this. Huge stones are being hurled at the police. 2 policemen, I can see, have just been badly injured. They are being taken into an ambulance. In fact, there are other policemen policemen, those who have sustained minor injuries. But as of now, there is a situation volatile. The RAF has in fact now come into the foreground. They are ready to charge towards the ashram, and what we can see is that on the front gate there are water cannons that have been deployed. On the other side there are these RAF officers on the left hand side of the ashram, those who are preparing to charge. In fact, of the women and children, I can see few of them right across, right there in front of the gate. On top, there are thousands of supporters of Rampal, those who are standing on the rooftops, and they are hurling stones, continuously hurling stones. If you can see, even when I'm speaking, these pops that you are hearing, these are the pops of the tear gas shells that are being being deployed inside. They were being thrown inside the ashram by the security forces. The police officers have said that today it has been decided that Rampal will definitely be arrested. So, of course, as you were talking about collateral, that is something that the police is also worried about. That is why there is no swift movement. Apart from that, they also believe that these supporters have a cache of stones and that they have prepared to be hurled at the police. Apart from that, there are tear gas shells that if the police is throwing back at these supporters, they are picking them and throwing them back. So they are waiting for this initial melee to die down. Only then they will charge inside. What we have been told is that Rampal is holed up in the basement of this ashram, and inside also there is not even a single inch space that is not occupied by supporters. So it will be a very, very hard task for the police, but finally the action is being taken on the roof now. They are throwing tear gas shells. A few of the supporters we can see are injured. What all these people have done, what the police, the supporters have done, they have created a protective wall with mattresses all across on the roof of the ashram, and they are hiding behind that those mattresses. A few of them, most of them in the black gears, what we have been calling the commando force, Bhagat commando force. They are the ones, those who are in front, in fact, armed with lathis and stones. They are the ones those who are hurling the stones at the policemen. And as of now, the action is at its peak. The police is hoping that in next 20-30 minutes they would be able to clear out the front, and then they will subsequently move in.
All right, so pretty much what we are looking at right now is end game. It's been a stare down between the police and the supporters of the self-styled godman Rampal, where Hisar is concerned. Well, the eyeball-to-eyeball confrontation now ends with open confrontation. The police right now surging ahead, trying to get access to the self-styled godman, who Ankit Tyagi, my colleague, confirms is in the basement of this ashram. Mind you, this is a over 12-acre ashram there with thousands of supporters of the self-styled godman, which includes women and children. Ankit, I'd like to ask you, even though the court had given the police time till Friday, why action so early right now?
Let me first quickly tell you, right now the police has started attacking the media here. In fact, my colleague Nitin has just been attacked by the police personnel. They are now attacking the media. Our camera person Shakil Ahmed has also been attacked by the police. Let me just go across and ask a few of these officers. This cannot happen. In fact, the crew is being attacked. My camera person has been attacked, and so is your colleague from Ashtak, Nitin Jain. He has also been attacked by the police. We are, in fact, trying to contact senior officials. Suddenly, the police has turned around and they have started attacking the media.
Well, Ankit, I would urge you and your crew to safeguard themselves. As we speak right now, things pretty much reaching a head. Pandemonium reigns outside the Satlok ashram in Hisar. My colleague Ankit Tyagi talking us through the very latest. It seems the police have now turned to the media, which is covering this event right now, where the police are surging ahead, trying to get access to the self-styled godman. What we are getting to know that the headlines today, crew has in fact been attacked by the police. What has been the nature of injuries? I'd like to cut across to Ankit Tyagi. Ankit, once again, urge you and your crew to safeguard yourselves, keep yourself out of harm's way. But can you take us through with what you're witnessing? Why has the police turned to the media?
Well, it's completely, over our head. Why the police will suddenly turn around on media and will attack us. Shakil Ahmed, my camera person, was on one side. We are not even in the near periphery of this ashram. We are trying to keep a safe distance and not, create any hindrance as far as police's action is concerned. Suddenly, they started attacking the media personnel, those who were doing their job here. We still are,
right.
In fact...
Ankit, stay with us. Fresh visuals of people getting hurt. Well, that was what was feared, because there are thousands of supporters, and you can see some of these images. We request our viewers to gauge caution here. All right, these are the latest visuals that we're getting in outside. There are shots, gunshots that can be heard. The unconfirmed reports right now, the police is fearing that the self-styled commando army of this godman is now using fire weapons. I'd like to cut across to Ankit. Ankit, what we are witnessing on our television screen, we can see the rapid action force quickly moving in. We can see lots of supporters bleeding heavily, being taken out of the ashram. Complete pandemonium, chaos. We can see tear gas shells being lobbed, plumes of smoke rising from the ashram. Take us through with what you're witnessing. Are firearms actually being used? Something that the police is saying that the supporters of Rampal are using.
Well, the police is definitely saying that they fear that firearms are being used, and also saying that that is why they are not moving in swiftly. In fact, right now the mounted police on the horseback have been deployed. They are in fact trying to chase away the villagers and other supporters of Rampal, those who are trying to move forward. In fact, as of now, on the front of the gate, the policemen are trying to enter. In fact, they have few inches. They have gone inside few inches in the ashram. There is a slight fallback as far as Rampal's team supporters are concerned. They are now, in fact, going back. They are trying to, vacate some sort of a ground, but the police action is unrelenting as of now.
Okay.
And what we can see is that in the front, there's still massive tear gas shells that are being lobbed so that they can clear the front and go inside.
Or, Ankit, stay on with us. We can see women being dragged out of the ashram, taken into ambulances. Are there enough ambulances, Ankit? Because we are talking about thousands of people. We are talking about a hospital which is about 20 kilometers away.
Which 20 to 30 ambulances were brought in. In fact, at this moment, about 20 to 30 ambulances were brought in by the police. They might not be enough, but what they are trying to do right now is that the women constables have been moved in front. They are trying to drag all these women supporters, those who are there. They want to drag them out so that the police then can move in swiftly and deal with the commando force and other men, those who are...
All right, Ankit, it's confirmed. The police right now, on the rapid action force as well, confirming right at this juncture that firearms are being used, and this self-styled army of the godman are firing from all sides of this ashram. First up, Ankit, we would urge you and your crew to stay out of harm's way. Can you talk us through the very latest that you're witnessing right now? The question I'd also like to ask you is, the police was given time till Friday. Why action right now on Tuesday? What was the hurry?
Well, the police has been given time to produce Rampal till Friday, so they do not want to wait till the last day and again, get a heavy dressing down from the court. They had one thing was very clear, that the supporters were not relenting. So if it was not today, it would have been tomorrow. So it was only some sort of a time that was the police was planning. So today, since yesterday, there have been massive build-up, and we were just waiting for the action to start. So today they decided that they will not relent. They will go across and get the job done. But of course, even after this, the questions would still be asked of the administration. Why did they wait for the situation to come to this point? And now there are, of course, clear worries of collateral damage.
Okay.
The officers, as you also heard, clearly confirming that there are firearms that are being used from inside. In fact, what we have been told is that in front of the ashram, what now the supporters are trying to do, they are trying to put furniture on fire to sort of create a barricade, a wall for the police to enter. Now, fire brigade vehicles have been moved in so that they can somehow douse that fire, and more ambulances right now. About 15 to 16 more ambulances have just arrived at the scene. The administration also trying their best to take people, those who are injured, as soon as they can.
You know, Ankit, talk us through with the kind of casualties that you're seeing around you.
Well, Preeti, as of now, we have only seen 7 to 8 policemen being taken out on stretcher. A few policemen have also been injured. Apart from that, there are supporters being dragged out. We saw many of them being dragged out. About 50 to 60 supporters, the women and men both being taken out. If you can hear, even right now when I'm speaking in the background, there are fire brigade vehicles that have been deployed. They are trying to douse the fire that has been put in front of the ashram so that they can stop the police to somehow go inside. We can still see a lot of policemen being deployed towards the ashram. As of now, I think the police is just falling back.
Was there a plan of action,
meters.
Ankit? Was there a plan of action where the police was concerned, a concerted plan as to how they will approach the situation? Because what seems right now, it just seems complete chaos and pandemonium. The police not quite in control with what they are doing, neither the rapid action force.
Well, the plan, in fact, was devised throughout the night, so they actually know what they are doing. But the only problem is the sheer number of people that they are dealing with. Some estimates say there are 15,000 people inside. Some say there are more. But the sheer number of people is something that the police is probably a little overwhelmed with. And all of them were prepared. They are very motivated sort of people. Those who do not want to give in an inch. So that is the problem that they are facing. But yes, the action is very coordinated. There are layers of security person, those who are doing their job. Now there is a concerted effort. First, they used the tear gas shells. Now water is being used to clear the periphery, the front of the ashram. Once the front is cleared, then they will the rapid action force and the specialized units. They will start moving inside the ashram.
We're getting shots from inside the ashram. Of course, people clearing the way a little. Well, these are first shots coming in from inside the ashram. Till now, there was a human wall which was pretty much between the police and the self-styled godman. Those shots that you see on your right-hand side of your television screen are the first shots that have come in from inside the ashram. On the left-hand side, of course, the supporters of the Rampal still putting up stiff resistance. What we do know right now, just about 20 minutes ago, the police, the rapid action force initiated action. Well, it is right now the final chapter, the end game of this standoff that has continued, ensued over the last 5 days. The stare down coming to an end, the eyeball-to-eyeball confrontation right now coming to an end with the police initiating action. A massive crackdown as we speak right now at play at the Satlok Ashram in Hisar. Massive casualties are expected. About over 10,000 police personnel have been deployed. Nobody really quite knows the kind of numbers that they're dealing with in terms of supporters who are inside the ashram premises. It's over 12 acre, the ashram, and the supporters are spread out all across. Ankit Tyagi, my colleague, is with us, talking us through the very latest. Ankit, just take us through with what you're seeing around you.
Well, now the second phase of the operation has begun. On the ground, on the left-hand side of the ashram, there have been around 7 to 8 earth-moving heavy cranes that have been deployed. Now it's very clear that the police is going to break the wall from one side. What is going to happen is that they will try and break the wall and then try and enter from one side. That is exactly the plan of action that seems to be. They are also hurling a lot of tear gas shells.
Okay. All right, Ankit, what is also, which is extremely worrisome at this point of time, something which has been confirmed on camera by the Rapid Action Force and the police, is that the supporters inside are actually using firearms. That can lead to a lot of chaos and pandemonium.
No, what is the cooperation, sir? What is the cooperation? What are we doing? You have asked us to support your police.
All right, the police has turned to the media. The Headlines Today crew was also attacked a short while back. You could just hear my colleague Ankit trying to reason with the police there, asking them as to why they're attacking the media. Two of the crew members of the Headlines Today crew have been attacked by the police. And these are the latest shots that are emanating. Disturbing shots as that, because we're talking about numbers which are huge. Nobody quite knows the kind of numbers that they're actually dealing with inside the ashram. It's over 15,000 is what is expected. Yesterday, the police had asked the MHA for drones so that they could assess the kind of numbers that they're dealing with. We did also see a small aircraft hovering over the ashram to take assessment of the numbers that the police have been dealing with. Well, today, it is the end game. The police looking to make that arrest which they have been asked by the courts. I'd like to cut across at this point of time to Ankit Tyagi, who is with us on the phone line. Ankit, we just heard you talk to the police. It seems the police have turned to the media and attacking the media as well.
Well, that's right. In fact, we are standing on one side. The police has, in fact, attacked media. Aaj Tak's Nitin, my colleague Nitin Jain, has also been attacked, unprovoked attacked by the policemen. All the media contingent has been on one side. Our mic has been broken. Our camera has also been broken. My camera person, Shakil Ahmed, has also been attacked. The police completely going, berserk as of now. They wanted the media to stand on one side. We have been doing that. It was a cordon that was made for the media, and we have in fact done that, but despite that, the police has started attacking the media. Nitin, in fact, was injured. His phone has been also been snatched away by the police officials, and as of now, it just seems that by hook or crook, they do not want these visuals to go off.
All right, and they are disturbing visuals which are coming to the fore, and maybe that is the reason why the police don't want the casualties to come across, because in this melee, in this showdown between the police and the supporters of Rampal, the collateral damage are the supporters, many of them women and children. This human wall right now being broken down chip by chip by the police as they're initiating action, and the casualties that are being reported are mind-numbing, because we're talking about thousands of people right now. You can see supporters being dragged out. We just saw women one by one being dragged out, shoved into various ambulances and taken to the closest hospital, which my colleague Ankit just stating is not less than 30 kilometers away. Ankit, can you hear me?
Yes, Preeti.
Ankit, can you talk us through the very latest right now? What stage of operation are we looking at? We saw
we have just seen on one side of the ashram, women supporters have just come out. About 200 to 300 women supporters have just come out, and the police, women, those who have been deployed here, they just charged at them. All of them are being arrested. They are being beaten, charged, in fact. And what I can see is that the policemen, right now, they are just ensuring they are trying to grab everybody. Also, all these women are now being taken under arrest. So children also, I can see a few of the children being taken into custody. They are being beaten up. One supporter, he's just has in fact been hit on his head and is bleeding. The policemen have started beating up the people, those who are now coming out. This is also the frustration that they are taking out on the supporters, those who are trying to run. Remember, in the morning we had got you live testimony of people, those who said that they have been forcibly being kept inside the ashram. Now these people are coming out, and the police is beating all of them out. They are now in fact ready to break the wall off on one side. There are about 300-400 women, those who were outside. They are now coming out. All the supporters, all the policemen, in fact, beating these supporters. Women are also being beaten up. it now seems that a lesson, that is what they have in their mind, a lesson is being taught to the supporters of Rampal.
But this is far more than what the police expected, Ankit, hasn't it? Because even if they had a plan in mind, it's gone horribly wrong, because that's what you're seeing. Also, have the supporters stopped raining those bricks that they were earlier on? Because we got those visuals of heavy stones being hurled from the ashram towards the police.
Well, there are that team of supporters, Preeti, with this also a clear distinction has to be made. There are women and children, those who are in fact not hurling any bricks or doing anything, but there are these other core supporters of Rampal, those who are those who are beating, those who are throwing and hurling bricks as of now. I can in front of me see male policemen beating up these women. In fact, this is something, a clear distinction, of course, will have to be made. As of now, it's a complete crackdown by the police officials.
Okay.
They have, in fact, attacked the media. They are now attacking.
And that's the reason,
women.
Ankit, they've attacked the media, isn't it? Because those visuals of the policemen beating women and children really don't want to be got out. That's one of the main reasons that they've turned against the media.
I can see small children being beaten up, young children, 12, 13-year-old. One boy is just being dragged out, completely bloodied on his face. We can understand the way the policemen, they also have a job to do, but certainly a clear distinction will have to be made. Senior officials have completely given up. All these, the cops on duty have just been told to beat whosoever they can find. And the problem now is that all these people, although are being dragged out, but male policemen are dragging women and they are beating them. About 1,000 women I can see on one side are now coming out. So almost the ashram has been cleared off from the front where the women and children were. A huge line of these women on one side, they are being taken out. Few of them have been beaten badly. They are being carried up by the police. This is what the police do not want to be shown. One person is completely lost consciousness. Is being dragged by 4 to 5 policemen. Ambulances are running from one or the other side. All these commandos of
Ankit, can we say that the security forces have completely mismanaged the situation? The assessment that they have made was completely wrong?
Absolutely. First, the police let the situation to boil down to this point, and now, in order to just enforce what they were asked to, they are completely gone berserk. I can see the one man and woman. They are on the ground. They're not even able to move. The policemen have completely lost the plot as of now. Old women, children are being dragged and beaten up. It's complete chaos that has been made by the police.
Ankit, once again urge you and your crew to keep out of harm's way. The headlines today and Aaj Tak, our sister concerns, crew has already been attacked by the police, primarily so because it seems the police have completely mismanaged the entire situation. They couldn't quite assess it right, and things have quickly spiraled out of control. The police raining down on even young children and women. They're beating them up by lathis is what we are hearing right now, and that is the reason why they've also turned against the media, because they don't want those visuals to be shown. I'd like to cut across to Ankit Tyagi right now, who is giving us the ground situation, the vantage position on this developing story. Ankit, once again, just take us through with what you are witnessing right now. Have you been able to talk to anybody senior where the security forces are concerned?
What is now happening is that we can see many people, men and especially men and women, children also, women, those who are now being dragged by the police. Many of them have lost consciousness. We would not know what is their situation, but a lot of people are being dragged by at least 4 to 5 policemen, all of them in unconscious state. Even when their policemen are putting people in ambulances, they are hitting them badly. So the police are completely taking out their frustration on each and every person that they can find here. As I've been again and again saying that our crew was attacked and my camera person has been attacked. Our Rajtak's other crew, their camera was broken, the mic was broken. So it just seems that the policeman has been, as of now, on the operational level, a clean sheet has been given.
Okay.
Everything goes, and the police is utilizing it to the best of their ability.
And we're talking about, in terms of the police force, we're talking about over 10,000 in number, right, Ankit?
Well, 10,000 policemen, yes, about 8 to 10,000 policemen as of now, but many numbers, a lot of people inside. Right now, with the way the brutal crackdown that the police has unleashed as of now, it doesn't seem that these supporters would be able to hold on for much. They have started breaking the walls. And very soon, in the next couple of hours, we are expecting this entire drama to end.
All right, in the next few hours, we're expecting the entire drama to end. But the way the police have managed this entire situation, Ankit, it does seem that they've given the sympathy card on a platter to Rampal.
That, of course, has been done. The police has been, right from that word go, has been saying that whatever happens here would be the responsibility of Rampal. We have been giving him option to come out. As of now, I can see policemen brutally, in fact, right in front of us, brutally beating the supporters here, especially the ones those they can find in black clothes. They are being badly beaten. All of them extremely frustrated, not even listening to their superiors, and they're badly thrashing these supporters, most of them losing consciousness, and now all of them being taken on stretchers.
All right, to get our viewers apprised with the latest developing news coming in from Hisar at this point of time, just about half an hour ago, the over 5-day stare down between the police and the supporters of Rampal has ended. The police have stormed the 12-acre ashram of the self-styled Guru Rampal. Massive casualties are being reported. The kind of numbers that we are looking at, over 15,000 supporters are inside that ashram. The first leg of this operation right now has been cleared, with the supporters being cleared from outside the ashram, which include, mind you, women and children. Eyewitness accounts right now on ground. My colleague Ankit Tyagi has been taking us through those, suggest that the police has been given a complete clean sheet, where women have been mercilessly beaten. Our crew have seen bloodied children being brought out of this ashram there. That is currently being reported. Over 10,000 police personnel, including the Rapid Action Force right now, cracking down heavily. This eyeball-to-eyeball confrontation will end today. The end game right now on. Ankit Tyagi talking us through the very latest. Ankit, even though time was given till Friday, the police have decided to act on Tuesday itself. It means there was a complete breakdown on those backdoor negotiations that were expected between, even where the Chief Minister had come in and requested Rampal to give in.
Horrific visuals in front of us right now. Massive police brutal crackdown is what we'll say. Of course, the responsibility of Rampal, the way he has put these people as shield, but right now the policemen have completely lost the plot and have gone berserk. I can see right now what they're doing is they are dragging people out. All of them being dragged out and being put on the road. They have been put on the road and meticulously being beaten up. All of them have been put on the road and being hit badly, and then they are being picked up and put in vehicles, taking them to the hospital. Many of them, young women, young children, less than 18-year-old, then brutally being beaten up. But as of now, there's nothing better to describe it. Even the people, those who are losing consciousness, are being picked up, first beaten up more, and then being put into ambulances. So badly, police has a brutal crackdown is what they are doing. There are many with head injuries lying on the ground, and as of now, they started breaking the wall. One wall of the ashram on the left-hand side is being broken. What they are trying to do is trying to trying to get inside from where the wall is being broken. We, in fact, are just the police senior officials coming here and telling that they cannot guarantee safety for anybody. Do not do anything. Just stay on one side. And in fact, one of our camera has been broken. Lot of difficulty here as far as the entire situation is concerned.